What's up, y'all? Gamerface here with the second episode of Sound of Drop Fall into Poison. This is just a demo, and there has been a lot of dialogue. It's basically worked out like a visual novel so far, so I'm not sure how that contributes to the story. I thought this was supposed to be scary, and there was only one moment that seemed like it intentionally scared you, and there was a moment where the music startled me, but that's just because I'm a wuss. So we are now almost to the aquarium, I guess. It took a while because we had to make plans to get there. So anyways, it's you're playing as Mayu. That's a nickname that her friend Himeno calls her. But yeah, apparently something bad happened to her at the aquarium when she was a little kid. And I'm assuming we're gonna find out what, maybe. But maybe not in the demo. I don't know. We're gonna keep going. So we're gonna quick save. Quick save complete. Alright. From the elevator landing, we need to head for the top floor of the separate Manton East building. The elevator is the type that has a glass window so you can see out. That is the only thing that is distracting me from my gloom. A crowd of people get on with us, but almost all of them are gone by the time we reach the floor that contains the aquarium. They probably stopped off at the apparel or sundries shop. I love aquariums. Stepping onto our floor, the atmosphere immediately switches to a lively one. The sounds of chatter are drowned out by the roar of a large fan. The lighting is dim and tinted slightly blue. The windows are also covered, giving the feeling that it has suddenly become night. As this is an aquarium, it makes sense that the concept is based around the ocean. Yes, the pungent smell of salt is a major change. Amazing! It's like we've dived into the deep sea. There's Himeno. Hi, Himeno. That's what I thought too. Instead of being targeted at families, lately it seems more like a date spot for adults. Or at least that's what the magazine said, but it's true. Are we on a date? Sup, girl? Even though this is my second time coming here, it feels like the first time. Oh my god, this is totally a date. Just as Himeno had said, the aquarium seems to target adults. In an atmosphere like that, even Himeno looks nervous. Hey, Mayu. What's up? I forgot to tell you one important thing. Himeno makes a mysterious face and brings her mouth up to my ear. What? Did you drop your wallet or something? No, that's not it. This is something that I heard that's a bit of an urban legend, but they say the amount of people going missing is on the rise. There's a rumor that this month alone, the number missing is well into the double digits. Supposedly many of the missing people had stopped off at Manton Aquarium. That rumor. Where did you hear it from? Who indeed? No one in particular. You know how rumors spread. You are the worst. At Himeno's words, I feel a cold shiver along my spine. Regardless of how credible the rumor is, a sense of dread shoots through me. Why on earth? You could have told me this before. Well, I thought if you heard about it, Mayu, you might not have wanted to come. Yeah, gee, you think? Oh, so you forgetting to tell me it was a lie then, you little... And then she says, this rumor has a continuation. Specifically, people who saw the deep-sea fish booth never came home. Himeno relays those two pieces of information that frightened me with a smile. Something else is tied in beneath that fear. Something about the aquarium and the missing persons who didn't come home. That was, essentially... Fuck. Are you okay, Mayu? Sorry, I guess I scared you a bit too much. I think this story's pretty exaggerated, so don't worry about it. I heard it's a fun aquarium. I think we should take those stories with a grain of salt, right? Though her kindness is misdirected, it's kindness just the same. Having involuntarily sat down, I take the hand Himeno extends to me. As I slowly rise to my feet, I respond, "Yeah, you're right." I'm so creeped out now. Go ahead. To think that I would hear of a connection to my precious memories in a place like this. Precious memory? It's strange. After 5 years, the memories should have faded. I tell myself this, then let out a small sigh. Himeno is actually showing concern, so I sit down on a bench in the rest area next to the souvenir shop. Himeno even brings me a can of cocoa. As I'm drinking it, she buys our tickets. With her doing all of this, I have to go with her. An unfamiliar man asks, "Are you okay, miss?" The fact that I'm thinking thoughts like, "This canned cocoa is a little weak," is proof that I'm cooling down. As I'm starting to feel better, a male voice calls out to me. I'm okay. So... Oof, no need to be so vigilant. Sun's out, guns out. He's wearing a gray knit cap and a brown running shirt. He's tall, even for a guy, so I have to look up at him. His build is almost all muscle, and my shoulders shudder a bit in surprise. He appears well over the age of 20, so I can't think of a reason he would want to talk to us. Yeah! Whether he realizes I'm looking up at him or not, he plunks down right next to me. Even after he sits down, we aren't sitting at the same height. Pretending to fix my posture, I move away from him a little. Are you not feeling well? Oh, I get to choose an answer. I'm gonna say I'm not. I'm not. Because I'm not. Guess not. Your face looks really upset. You alright? Can you get back home? Need me to take you to the station? Yes, I'd love to go with a strange man who could clearly overpower me. The smile he gives me baffles me. The reason was because that smile seemed unnatural. I definitely had no recollection of him, and I've never had this much contact with a man who was not a relative. No need to worry. I work part-time in this building, so I'm familiar with Manten. And then Himeno says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I gasp and look up. Himeno is there carrying 2 tickets and some pamphlets. Yeah! With her hands on her hips and her cheeks puffed out, Himeno glares at the man with narrowed eyes. I think the only ones allowed to hit on junior high schoolers would be high schoolers. The unfamiliar man says, "No, I'm not trying to hit on anyone. This girl just looked unwell is all." Mayu, what happened? I don't think so. Turn to the man and tilt my head. Since Himeno has come, I've relaxed a bit and can look him in the eyes. Yeah. You're asking me that? So that was what you're doing, Himeno accuses. Himeno says that in an exasperated voice in my place. She says, "You're the worst," and grabs my arm, pulling me to her side. The man rests his elbows on his knees and shrugs. He punctuates the shrug with a sigh. "Mayu, let's go. And hey, mister." He slaps his knees and rises to his feet. He probably played some kind of sport or something because the movement as he stands looks so effortless. Why does this matter? It's like a horror dating sim. I'm Hiyoshi Kenji. I work part-time at the shop downstairs. With this entry card, I can get into Manten Aquarium at a discount. Himeno says, "Really? That's quite unexpected for you, mister." When you become older, you'll crave these soothing experiences as well. And I'm not old enough to be a mister. Ooh, touched a nerve. Himeno says, "Compared to us, you're definitely old enough to be a mister." Hiyoshi-san... Oh, because he's older, okay. Hiyoshi-san grimaces angrily, then sniffs in a self-deprecating manner. "Well, mister, are you also well-versed in urban legends?" On hearing Himeno's question, my head pops up in surprise. The corners of Hiyoshi-san's mouth lift into a grin. That's rather unexpected for you as well. So, you're interested in such things? Of course I am. You're only young once, so you have to satisfy your curiosity. We're looking into the closed-down deep-sea fish booth. There's a rumor that it's open on the day of the full moon. Do you know anything about it? I think you need to give up on that one thing. Naturally, since I'm a regular here, I often hear rumors like there are spirits floating in the tanks, or every time a person dies, the jellyfish tank increases by 1, and so on. I've thought from the beginning that it would be better just to give up. Himeno says, "No way! I already bought the tickets anyway." Let's go look at the jellyfish then. Himeno's face shows that she's enjoying herself to the end, and she takes my arm to gently pull me closer to her. This was a signal that she was ready to go, and in my mind, I prayed that nothing would happen. Kenji said, "Well then, want to walk around with me?" Hiyoshi-san calls out to Himeno, who has said later, but it's me rather than Himeno who hears him and spins around first. So I make eye contact with Hiyoshi-san and say, I don't know, I kind of keep him around because I want to see if he matters. That's fine. Oh, surprising how quick he got into a good mood. Yeah, keep your distance, buddy. Hiyoshi-san snaps his fingers and brushes to our side. Himeno says, "Out! Out! Oh, it was the date!" As she says this, Himeno steps in front of me and makes a big X mark with both hands. Mayu, don't be tricked by an old guy like him. He uses kind words to get close to you, but he's thinking weird things inside his mind. And then Kenji says, "Himeno-chan, that's not it at all." Mayumi says, "What do you mean by weird things, Himeno?" Tentacles. Well... Hiyoshi-san narrows his eyes and grins widely. He glosses over my question and asks, "What, Himeno-chan?" For some reason, Himeno's face goes red and she grabs me tightly by the wrist. Himeno says, "Sexual harassment! Definitely sexual harassment, mister." Without giving Hiyoshi-san a second look, Himeno drags me to the gate. Hiyoshi-san smiles and shrugs his shoulders. The aquarium entrance is so dark that we can't see in front of us until we are inside. I can feel the cold air on my skin. I get a sensation of something heavy, causing me to rub my arm. Naturally, there is no mark indicating something has touched me, and called back by Himeno's "Hey, let's go," I pass my ticket through the machine. Meh. It figures at the whole, if you come on the day of a full moon, all the water will change into blood thing is the lie. The water's normal. She looks so disappointed that the fish are still alive. And I say, "Of course it is, jeez." As we come out of the gate, there are several small tanks nearby. Manton Aquarium's first and most celebrated exhibit is the one displaying fish native to Tokyo Bay. Himeno giggles as rockfish, porgy, I don't know, and other fish we recognize from the supermarket are also there. Himeno's reaction is the polar opposite of mine. Even as I'm reading the panels, she's uninterested in the display. Just like that, I read every last panel. Himeno has long since stopped watching me, crossing her arms and puffing out her cheeks. "Thanks for waiting, Himeno." "Geez, you're too serious, Mayu. If you act like that the whole time, the day will be over. They'll close." "It'll be fine. This area isn't that big, and it's not like I'm going to read everything." "Well, let's head to the next area. Next is the tunnel tank. There might be ghosts. Oh, maybe that'll be with the human-like fish." "Geez, come on already." Even saying something like that, upon entering the aquarium I had begun to enjoy myself. Upon cheerfully calling out to Himeno, my previous unease had disappeared, leaving me ready to move forward with a light step. That's cool. Amazing. Really amazing, and pretty. This is no ordinary tank, but rather a giant tube-like tunnel with the left and right sides connected above our heads in an arc. As we walk through the tunnel, we are able to watch the fish moving about in 3 dimensions. We bring our faces as close as we can to the glass, giving the illusion that we're in the ocean. "Hey Mayu, look at those huge fangs!" "Himeno, that fish is cute too." "Ooh, the stingray's face is creepy." "Really? I think it's cute." "Ah, a manta! It's huge!" That little one over there looks yummy. Talking as the words come to us, our conversation seems out of sync. Our feelings of being touched, however, are the same, and Himeno's enjoyment is obvious. What? Mayu, doesn't this raised face look human? Maybe so. It does! It does! The mystery of the human-faced fish is solved. Naturally. Well, if you're okay with it, then so am I. Thus, we learned the true nature of one of the urban legends. We move leisurely through the tunnel, coming to a stop at the center. Red. Huh? What's up? Himeno asks, but I falter. This conversation gives me a sense of what you might call déjà vu. How strange. I felt as if I've had this conversation before. At that moment, my vision has died ultramarine. Was there something in that one that time? It's you! Huh? It was no longer Himeno in front of me, but someone else that had caught my attention. This can't be real. Hey, Mayu! The ultramarine color unchanged. Within it, a face like mine passes before me. A face like mine from 5 years ago. Wearing an ultramarine overcoat that merges with the color of my vision, the girl turns to me and seems to be giving me a gentle smile. Mayu! Wait! Nice running. Without hearing Himeno calling me back, I start running. We haven't finished looking at everything in the tube tunnel tank, but there's something more important right in front of me. Long hair that looks almost transparent. A thick blue coat. Cute boots with fur on them. There was no way I could forget that outfit. That's because it was the outfit my little sister, Nakanobe Marie, wore when she went missing here 5 years ago. The girl quickens her pace as if playing with me and disappears out the other side of the tunnel. There are hardly any people there, but I lose sight of her between the shadows of the tank and the corner. As I come out of the tunnel, I survey the area, spotting a winter skirt nearby. I chase after that swaying form. Behind me, I can hear the intensity of Himeno's rushing steps and quicken my pace. Kya! That made me jump. Having fallen into a trance, I realize what's going on when I slam into someone and fall on my backside. Hi. Unfamiliar girl. The girl clicks her tongue as she picks up what she had dropped. As I start to say excuse me to her, she's already moving past me and running off somewhere. Because of that brief incident, I'm unable to find my way out of my confusion. I feel bad about the person I'd run into, causing me to feel flustered. In that exchange, I lose sight of both that long hair and that long skirt. But you were going this way, right? I'm not sure myself where I'm running to, but I think you can say I'm definitely running with all my heart. Mayu, get a hold of yourself! Those few words end my chase. To be more accurate, it was ended by Himeno herself, who had grabbed my wrist. Huh? You suddenly took off, and you wouldn't turn around no matter how many times I called you. Even when you dropped something, you had no idea. What happened all of a sudden? Wait, Himeno, if I can go after Mari, I'll explain everything, so... Hold it! I look back at Himeno upon hearing her extremely hurt voice. I see tears forming in Himeno's eyes, and I turn my whole body to face her. I stand in silence like this for several seconds. If I tell Himeno about Mari, I'm sure she will regret bringing me to Mountain Aquarium. When she followed me, she had to have seen Mari. Even so, I'm not sure what to say. If I apologize now and play dumb, we can probably go back to playfully searching the aquarium for information. But that is not something I can do. It isn't the similarities that are the problem. Mari is here, and just as she had been on that day, there's no way I can go home without taking her with me. Or she's a ghost, and she's here to kill you. Mayu, tell me what's going on. Who is Mari? Why do you keep running off without saying anything? Tears are pouring out of Himeno's eyes. I can't understand why she's so sad. But still, my little sister... My little sister, she was here. Little sister? See, the girl I was chasing, she's my little sister. Mari disappeared 5 years ago, at this aquarium. I'll explain in more detail later. Himeno stares into my eyes, then tilts her head to the side. What do you mean, you were chasing someone? I told you, the little girl that was in front of me, wearing the ultramarine coat and the boots, remember? That was Mari, exactly how she looked long ago. Mayu, snap out of it! Himeno shouts. It isn't simply a loud voice, but one weighed down with great sadness. It definitely gets through to me, but that doesn't mean it will stop me. Because without a doubt, I was right. Mari had been right before my eyes, so I had to chase. Himeno says, let's just say that even if this Mari girl is here, she would have grown in 5 years, and her clothes wouldn't be the same. It's summer, so she wouldn't be wearing a coat. Moreover, Mayumi says, she was here! I saw her! No, Mayu, no. Mayu, you weren't chasing anyone. You just took off running, leaving me behind, okay? Could you just calm down for a bit? Our tickets will get us back in, so how about some cocoa in the rest area? I think you're tired, since you were a little shaky earlier. Himeno seems pretty frantic, so I know she isn't lying just to persuade me. But there's no way that my seeing Mari there was a lie. That's why I start to speak without really knowing what I want to say. Himeno. Mayu, okay? Wiping away her tears, Himeno smiles at me. Surely she has plenty of strong feelings about this whole thing. I'm sure she has loads to say about me keeping the Mari thing and my reason for resisting visiting Mountain Aquarium quiet. Even so, it seems as though Himeno has accepted me. She just smiles and lets it go. That's probably right. Surely if we're by the entrance, we'll know if Mari comes out. Mayu, that's good. That's right. That's more like you. Let's go have some cocoa, and you can tell me everything, and I'm gonna patronize you because you're insane. As she smiles, Himeno once again takes my hand into her soft palm. Oh, that's right. You dropped this. You gotta be more careful. With the hand that isn't holding my own, she hands me something small. It's a keychain. The blue droplet shape is inlaid with stardust and also holds a starfish charm. It isn't exactly rare, being a giveaway item. But why did Himeno have it? Only questions arise in my mind. Why then, when that keychain was... On thinking about it, I instinctively shake off Himeno's hands. Hey, what are you doing? After I picked it up for you and all. Liar. Huh? Liar? That's not mine. It isn't something I dropped. It was Mari's. Mari dropped it. That can't be. I'm not lying. Really, there was no Mari chance, so she couldn't have dropped the keychain. Himeno is becoming gruff as she continued. Really, isn't it you who's lying? No one. No one else is here. That's enough. Himeno, you dummy. Saying only that, I turn my back on Himeno. When I glance back, Himeno's shocked expression is getting further away. She was there. Mari had definitely been there. Because the keychain Himeno had, it belonged to Mari. There was no way I could forget. It was just before Mari went missing. What is this? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop this one here. We're gonna continue this demo in episode 3 of Sound of Drop, Fall into Poison. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comments are always welcome in the comment section below. I would always appreciate a like or a subscribe. And I will hopefully see you back for episode 3 of Sound of Drop, Fall into Poison. Thanks, guys. Bye!